It didn't pop. I was just stretching the muscles. It's lame.
Oh, see, because I'll...
Shut up, Jonathan. Of course you're one of those people who could pop your own back. I fucking hate you.
No, I need to be able to actually lay down on the floor and have someone step and push out my upper back for me. Oh, there went a pop. That felt a little bit better. Sorry.
Is it just me that hates other people that can pop their own backs while I sit here suffering with the tightness? We're gonna start again.
Hi everybody, I'm Jonathan.
I'm Angie.
And welcome to this week's video. This week we're going to work on Tribe. What it is, and how to find it, right?
What is Tribe?
Okay, so Tribe to me, and my own personality, my own thing with it, Tribe to me is finding a group. Yeah, a group, a community. Even if it's one other person. Does it have to be more
than one person?
No, not for me. If it's one other person.
We both heard the same thing at the same time.
No, not if it's for me.
Like, some people only, they're trying.
If it's just one, even if it's just me and somebody else, it's finding other personalities, people, consciousness that agree or disagree, but can communicate with my weirdness in that aspect. So whether it's we bond over our love of video games, or we bond over a book, or our love of magic and the various things we do. That's what Tribe is. Tribe is finding your people, your person. Yes, your person, if you've ever watched Grey's Anatomy, the person.
Your person.
Your person.
It starts with the person. So for me, Tribe means the people whose weirdness matches your weirdness, matches what you need and fills that space in you that's kind of like a puzzle piece. You can be lonely in a room full of people.
Oh, right, yeah.
When you have one person who is your tribe, you're never alone. So I feel like it's important. I feel like that's what we miss a lot of times when we are just fucking lonely. You can have a big family, you can have a ton of friends, but tribe is different. Tribe it's short for soul tribe. So a lot of people believe that these are the different souls that you've traveled multiple paths with, or that you were kind of karmically destined to meet in this path. They're kind of, the energy magnetizes at some point and you cross each other. And whether you started out hating each other, one of my best friends hated my fucking guts the first time she heard my voice. I see you, Marquita.
The first time I met you, I think I met you on an off night and you had RBF.
Resting business face.
Yes. And I was like, okay. Just gonna step back.
People do that to me all the time. But
I have discovered that people who have RBF are actually some of the nicest and the best people I've become friends with, because once you get past the mask is just that, it's a mask.
Who's got a mask?
Most of the people who have RBF, they've learned is it a mask.
Or their brain is on 1,000 other things and they have no conscious idea what their stupid face is doing. It's skin and muscles stretched over your brain. So if you're looking at somebody and they have resting business face.
I like what you did there.
Resting business face. Listen, I'm not afraid of the word bitch, but in my case, because I wear it often, I've just got a million things in my head all the time. So if I'm not focused on what's happening in front of me, you get RBF, resting business face, because I am thinking about
20,000
things.
Oh, geez. More than I think about.
Engage them, because they need you just as desperately as you need them. So if you get that little tingle, you're like, ooh, I don't want to fuck with that one. That's generally spirit saying, pay attention over there. What's up with that face?
Knock, 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 knock.
What's
Hey,
up
how
with
you
that
doing?
face?
That one right there.
Because you wouldn't notice it otherwise. We pass people all the time with millions of things on their mind. We cross in the grocery store, we cross in the convenience store, we cross at work, we cross at home. If spirit draws your attention to somebody and you're like, take a second and engage. We wear masks. Masks are a good brain.
Masks are
a good way to put it.
yes
A good example.
A good example of it. A lot of the times it's an unconscious armor that we put on for the world, and we know for some people RBF is a neutral for them because they were taught when they were younger that anything beyond this one way or the other is not safe in the environment they're in. Is a good way of putting it.
That's you channeling my guides saying when she's wearing this, it's because it's not safe to say all of the things that are in her head and talk to anybody about all of the things that she's worried about. So that's a perfect example or explanation for my RBF, but it could be a million things. It could be that someone else is lonely. It could be that they're terrified. It could be that they're nervous, that they're scared, that they're shy. That old saying of don't judge a book by their cover. You're
Definitely
working
applies.
on being a more sensitive, energetic being. So if you would pay attention to the fact that the trees are already greening, even though it's the middle of January, we know that's an accident. We know that's not supposed to be the way it is. Thank you, global warming and crazy weather. But if you pay attention to the trees, why wouldn't you pay attention to the energies of the people around you? If you need tribe, talk to your guides. Hey, I am fucking lonely. And I tell my guides speak fuck. They speak fuck. So my guides don't even pretend. They're like, what the fuck? I tell them I'm lonely. And I used to tell them I'm really lonely. All I have are the people that are in my house. This is my tribe. And that was my tribe for a lot of years, like a decade. And then, with one person that I normally wouldn't have been friends with, I normally wouldn't have listened to him speak, I normally wouldn't have engaged because I met him at work. So, work friends are work friends, home friends are home friends. For me, there's a big line.
Yeah, because anything that no, they can't cross over too much because then because of course my mind goes, what if something bad happens and then I have to deal with that here? Or what if we don't end up as friends anymore and then this person, and then it just makes the work environment toxic and I just can't.
My work friend, Mike Wells, changed my whole life. He was the first pagan I met, and he helped me understand that I was awakening and introduced me to my family, my tribe, and our tribe gets bigger every day. Mike Wells changed my life, and I'll say it till the end of time. I will have forever love for him, and he's fantastic now. He's doing great, just in case anybody's wondering. But that's what it started as for me. One conversation that I normally wouldn't have had opened up everything. He introduced me to Quirky Lotus. It was opening day. We were supposed to meet there, and he didn't show up. So I ended up talking to this crazy person with dreads, and something clicked, and she's like, I know what you're doing, and we need to talk. And I was just like, okay. And there we went. And that turned into being the magical, sovereign being I am now. I know that I'm magic. I know that this one's magic. I know that all of you are magic. You're also sovereign. You choose the rules. So if you're choosing to not engage, you're choosing to remain lonely. You don't have to. It doesn't have to be anything big. It doesn't have to be anything big. What about just a simple siding up to them and, hey, I'm so-and-so. I haven't seen you before. Are you new? Sometimes just that little icebreaker goes a really long way. And who knows, you might meet the start of your tribe.
Exactly.
How'd you meet your tribe?
Up here?
Anywhere.
Anywhere.
What was the thing? Everybody's got a thing.
Oh, for that story, we probably need to go to the members video.
Okay, then. If you want to hear Jonathan's story about how he found his tribe and where we find ourselves and how you, additionally, some extra tools to find your tribe, go ahead and follow us into the next video. Thanks, guys.
Bye, guys. See you next time.
Have a great week.